Hey everyone, it's Allison again here for Fit Bottom World at Thrive Yoga in Rockville, Maryland. And today we're going to be doing a short practice that's a really great, powerful practice for you to start your day, but also a really good boost anytime that you feel like you need a little bit more strength, you need a little bit more courage, you need a little bit more confidence. So we're going to dig right in, we're going to get right to it. So find a comfortable seat. I am sitting on a blanket. You can also sit on a block or lift yourself up a little bit, and that keeps you from sinking into your lower back. And then anytime that your hips are feeling a little bit tighter, this will feel better for your lower backs to have your hips above your knees. So grab something to sit on if you need to. If you prefer to sit in a different position, you can totally do that as well. All right, the point is to get comfortable on your mat. Let your hands rest on your thighs or on your lap, and then close your eyes. Take a couple of nice, full, easy breaths in and out. Give yourself a chance here to physically and mentally and emotionally adjust to being on your mat. It's the start of your practice, maybe even the start of your day. So feel that the breath here creates this quality of space. So you inhale, you feel that there's potential for space growing. And with the exhalation, letting go of anything that's bothering you, any struggles. Inhale, space. Exhale, worry. Another round of breath here. And let it go. Tuck your chin towards your chest. Slowly open your eyes. And lift your chin. All right, let's come into table position. So grab your blanket or your prop and move it off to the side. You won't need it. And then bring your hands underneath your shoulders so your wrists and shoulders are lined up and your knees are right underneath your hips. We'll take a few rounds of cat-cow here. Start to move with your breath. Inhale to lengthen your chest forward. Press the tops of your thighs back. And then exhale, press into the floor, stretch the skin between your shoulder blades, round your back and look back at your hips. Inhale, pull your chest forward, push your thighs back, lengthen the sides of your waist. Exhale, press and round, stretch your upper back. One more round of that. Inhale to get long, reach forward through your heart. And then exhale, press and round. And then from here, tuck your toes under. Press firmly into your hands, push your weight back to lift your knees, and then stretch your hips back as far as you'll go, coming into downward facing dog. Pedal your feet a little bit here. Maybe wag your hips from side to side, stretch the sides of your waist out. And then make your way into stillness here. Press your hips as far away from your hands as they'll go. And then lengthen your neck so that your head moves toward your thumbs. And then from there, without worrying about straightening your knees or getting your heels to the floor, press your heels down. So you're lengthening the back of your legs. So you have this nice long line from your thumbs all the way to your sit bones and then all the way down to your heels. Take an inhale, look forward, shift forward into plank position, top of the push-up. Push the floor away. And then exhale, shift back, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward into plank. Pull the top of your chest forward, push your heels back, stay strong in your legs, squeeze them together, and then exhale, press back, downward facing dog. One more time. Inhale, pull forward, get really tall through your whole body, stretch long, and then exhale, press back. Bend your knees, walk your hands back towards the back edge of your mat. Fold the weight of your body over your legs. Shake your hair, relax your jaw. And then bring your hands to your hips. Press your feet into the floor, stretch to the top of your head, and come all the way up to stance. And come to the top of your mats. And now separate your feet about as wide apart as your hips, but stand evenly in both of your feet. As you inhale, take your arms up. With your exhale, grab onto your right forearm with your left hand. Inhale, lengthen up to the right side of your waist, and then exhale, side bend towards the left. Stay standing firmly in both of your feet. With your inhale, stretch all the way back up, release the grip. Exhale, grab onto your left forearm. Inhale, lengthen up through the left side. Exhale, side bend towards the right. And then on your inhale, stretch all the way up. Reach up through your fingers, lift up through your chest, and then exhale, sink into chair pose. So your hips move towards the back edge of your mat. Knees stay in line with your second and third toes. Your ribs gently draw in so that you feel this little bit of crunching action here at your core so that your spine is braced. Get rid of the ski slope here in the back. Push your hips back. Weight is in your heels. Take one more breath. Good, and then exhale, shift towards your left leg. Step your right foot back into a lunge. Inhale, lift up through your fingers. Get really tall. And then exhale, lean forward. Push off of your back leg and balance. Woo. Good, and then step your right leg forward beside your left chair pose. Take a breath in. And a breath out. Lean towards the right. Step your left foot back into a lunge. As you inhale, lift up through the sides of your ribs into your chest, all the way up to your fingers. Good, and then exhale, lean forward on the diagonal. Pull your ribs back. Launch. Come into that balance position here. And then step your left foot down to meet your right. Lift your arms, chair pose. Inhale. And then exhale, fold in. Take a full breath here. And a full breath out. Plant your hands on the floor. Step all the way back. Downward facing dog. You have the option to stay here in down dog. Or if you'd like, shift forward as you inhale into plank position. Keep your belly strong as you exhale, lower chaturanga. Pull your chest through, roll your shoulders onto your back, cobra or up dog. And then exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Take a breath in. And a breath out. And then move forward to your hands, step or hop to the top of your mat. Fold it. A breath in. And a breath out. From here, widen your feet out about as wide apart as your shoulders. Bend your knees, take your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers, and stretch your knuckles up. From here, we'll step back again. So shift over towards the left leg. Step your right foot back. This time, spin your right foot so that your heel comes to the floor. And so you're in a humble warrior position. Move your left knee over towards the left side of your mat and squeeze your left hip in so that your head points straight towards the top of your mat and your tailbone reaches towards the back edge. Push your feet into the floor, strengthen up your legs, lift your belly and rise all the way up. Reach back with your knuckles. Stay bent into your front knee. And release your hands. Take your hands forward, palms touch. Keep your arms extended, stay straight and long. Pull your belly back, lean into your back leg, bend into your front knee. Follow your hands as you take them up. Go as high up as feels comfortable in your shoulders. Then lift up through your fingers from your ribs. And then exhale, bring your hands down. Step your back foot forward, fold in. Take a breath in, and a breath out. Good, feet as wide apart as your hips again, or your shoulders. Hands behind your back, interlace your fingers, bend your knees. Hips move back in space, pull your ribs up. Lean towards the right leg, step back with your left foot. Spin your left heel in towards the center of your mat so that it's firmly on the floor. Right knee moves out towards the right side of your mat. Right hip pulls in. Keep your spine right up the center of your mat. Push into your legs, reach back through your arms, come all the way up. Warrior one position. Stand in your back leg. Squeeze your left glute. Lift up into your chest. Release your hands, bring them forward. Palms touch. Cool. All right, from here, pull your belly back. Stand in your back leg. Bend into your front knee. Watch your hands. Eyes lift. As your fingers lift, stretch up from your ribs through your fingers. Lift your chest toward your thumbs. Good. And then exhale. Bring your hands down. This time we'll step back. Downward facing dog. Stretch it out. Option to stay here in your down dog, to take a child's pose, or shift forward as you inhale, plank position. Stay strong. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Pull your chest through. Inhale, roll your shoulders onto your back. And then exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Take a look forward to the top edge of your mat, step or hop to meet your hands, fold in, take a breath in, and a breath out. Hands to your hips, push your feet into the floor, stretch through your spine, and come all the way up to stand. All right, so from here we'll do a tree pose. Slight different variation on tree pose. All right, so I'm gonna turn my right toes out to the right side. And then I'm gonna find a position along my leg to park my leg. Okay, so that could be here at the floor for more balance, a little bit lower to the floor, or if you've got this available so you could bring your foot up. Important thing to remember about tree pose, stay strong in your standing leg hip. So squeeze your left hip in, and when you do that, you'll feel your right hip thigh lifts up a little bit. Okay, so that will help to engage core and pelvic stabilizers. Stay strong and stable through that left hip. Okay? And then once you get there and you're satisfied with where your foot is resting, bring your hands to touch in front of your heart. And lift your heart towards your thumbs so you get long through the sides of your waist, and then relax your shoulders down over your rib cage. Right, you can stay here if this is enough of a challenge for you, or take your hands behind your head, interlace your fingers, broaden your elbows out to stretch through your chest. All right, the trick here in getting lift is to squeeze your left glute, push the back of your tailbone towards the floor, and then from there, lift the top of your chest up. So squeeze your glute, push your hips a little bit further forward, and then start to lean back into your hands with your upper back. Take a breath in here, and then exhale, let that go. Lots of work. Right? The stronger you are in your foundation, the easier it is to lean back and get open. All right, so really think about being and leaning into the strength of your legs. Let's do the other side. Left toes turn out to the left side. Again, you can be on the floor. You can be here at your calf, or you can be all the way up. Important part here, making sure that you stay connected to the strength of your outer right hip. Squeeze your outer right hip in. You might feel your left thigh rise a little bit. And then from here, squeeze your belly a little, pull your ribs back, bring your palms to touch in front of your heart. Legs and hips and core are strong. Chest lifts towards your thumbs, and then soften your shoulders down. Stay here or move your hands behind your head, interlace your fingers, broaden through your collarbone, stretch your elbows apart. Squeeze the back of your body, so your glutes squeeze in and then anchor down. So your tailbone reaches towards your left heel. So the back of your body is strong and stable, and that is what will give you the ability to lean your upper body, your head, your neck back into your hands. Keep reaching your elbows away from each other. Take a breath in, and then exhale, let that go. Whew. Come to the top of your mat, feet as wide apart as your hips. Inhale, stretch your arms up, lift your heart towards your fingers, and then exhale, fold in. Plant your hands on the floor, step all the way back, downward facing dog. Take a breath in here, and a breath out. And you can stay here or inhale, shift forward into plank. Pull your chest forward, push back through your heels. Exhale, lower, chaturanga. Pull your chest through, inhale, cobra or up dog. And then exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Take a full breath in, and a full breath out. Your knees to the floor, child's pose, big toes touch, knees wide, forehead comes to the floor. Relax your shoulders. Breathe into the back of your body. Another breath in. And a breath out. And walk your hands back towards your legs. Bring your legs forward in front of you. One last little mini sequence here. Bring your hands behind your thighs. Push down into your sit bones and lift up through your rib cage so that you're long and through the lower back. Okay? And then start to walk your feet back, lift your heels, lean your whole upper body back. So take your shoulders with you, don't just sink into your lower back. Lean everything back like you're leaning into a chair. Lift your legs up, shins parallel to the floor. Squeeze your inner thighs towards each other. They don't have to touch, but squeeze them in, that'll help you stay engaged. Keep your hands here or take your arms forward. Both pose. As you inhale, feel the length of your spine lift up through your ribs. Exhale. 2 more breaths. You got this, guys. Exhale. Last one. Big inhale. Good, and then as you exhale, bring your feet to the floor. Hands come behind you. Fingertips point towards your hips or out to the side. Your shoulders will let you know what the right answer is. As you inhale, push into your feet. Lift your hips. Stretch the front and back of your body here. Reverse table. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. One more. Inhale, press into your heels, your palms, and then exhale, let that go. Slide your hips back. Walk your shoulders over your hips. Straighten your legs out. Your knees can be a little bit bent here. That's totally fine. You can put something under them as well. Take an inhale to lift up from your hips, through your ribs, to the top of your chest. And then exhale, fold over your legs. Couple of breaths here. If you need some more support, take your hands wider. Straighten your arms out. And then tuck your chin towards your chest. One more breath in, and a breath out. Use your inhale, come all the way back up. Come back into a comfortable seated position. You can sit on a blanket or a block, or just sit exactly the way that you are. Close your eyes, take a couple of breaths here. Take a moment to notice the energy that you generated from this practice. And recognize that that energy comes from inside you, from your strength, from your confidence, from your courage. And set the intention here now to take those qualities from your mat into the rest of your day. Bring your palms to touch in front of your heart. A slight bow to yourself, to your heart. Namaste. Have a great day, guys.